Oh, yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Easton G, or Easton Gong, whatever you want. I was just engrossed in this book called A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline Lee Engel, which I was about to cover in this video. Oh, yeah, you've noticed, guys. I've heard you say, oh, Easton has a fresh cut. Did you notice that? Yeah, I've got a fresh cut. It perfectly matches my beautiful Sigma handsome face. Okay, now, first of all, this book, A Wrinkle in Time, is about, well, the main lesson is actually about how humans actually are lucky to have emotions, have indignancy, have explicitness, have ecstaticness, euphoria, amusement, exhilaration, rage, anxiety. They're happy to have all of these feelings, and they should feel lucky, even though people complain. Life is unfair, mommy. I just got kicked in the shin, and now I'm gonna die, and I have to go to hospital. Even though that, they should be feeling happy that they're miserable and soaked in melancholy. Some people, as in the people in this book on Camazots, a distant planet controlled by one source called It, don't have feelings. They're just controlled by this random brain called It. Now, take a moment to admire this beautiful cover. So basically, the mysterious disappearance of Meg and Charles Wallace's father. Meg and Charles Wallace Murray's father seems unsolvable. They never find out how until they discover the answers, which may lie with their new neighbors. I'm not telling you their names, right? If you think it's Bob, you're a good boy. You got it wrong. Soon, Meg and Charles Wallace meet another person who also doesn't feel understood. A person who is very popular on the outside, but has conflicting emotions on the inside. Calvin. Together, Meg, Calvin, and Charles find themselves on a cosmic quest through A Wrinkle in Time, which is the title of the book. They tesserate, and you may ask, what is a tesseract, or what is tesserating? Well, have you ever heard of one-dimensional, two-dimensional, etc.? Well, one-dimensional, we all know, is a line. Two-dimensional is a square or a circle. Three-dimensional is a cone or a dodecahedron. Four-dimensional is a holographic image, or those 4D theaters. And five-dimensional is the dimension we're exploring in this book, right? So they're saying that five-dimensional will let you apparate, Harry Potter apparate, or teleport through different worlds and universes. Who will win in a race against time and space? It, which is the darkness surrounding the planets, or the stars and the planets who are fighting against it. Some planets are just controlled by it, like the big brain, and then they're all like bounce in rhythm, and it's actually like, it seems, even if you think, many people want the world to be perfect, no flaws, no errors. What's the point in that? If an alien from Mars comes to visit, I'm betting you the first thing they would say is, why are you so perfect? There's no flaws. What's the point? Actually, they would say, blah, 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 blah. But you get the point, because they can't talk in Earth unless they're super smart. And then, also, it is very smart. You need to use perception, determination, tactiveness, many of human qualities to defeat it. And one of them, Charles Wallace, Meg, and Calvin, gets controlled by it. Now, like if you think it's Calvin, subscribe if you think it's Charles Wallace, and do everything and share with a friend if you think it's Meg. Now, you don't need to do that. I'm just joking. I'm trying to get more subscribers, you know. I'm loudly coughing. So basically, this is a very good read. I think you should try it. And if you think it's a good book after you tried it as an audiobook, ebook, or a physical book like this bad boy, well, bad girl, because a girl read it, and it's mostly about 3 women and a girl. Well, this bad book over here, and you think it's good, like and sub for me. Peace out.